What's the biggest risk you have ever taken related to your academics?
Was selling my property to pay my school fees just because I didn't want to drop out from school.
So is there any advice you want to give to our viewers out there? Is there any sweet advice?
The advice I'll give to our viewers. Okay, yes. What I'm trying to say, if you're going to the university, study.
Study.
Yes, and also allow the walls of the university. Not all walls, not all stones, but allow a few walls of the university to pass through you, and also pass through those walls.
Because how do you think your university experience is shaping your future?
It's real because it will shape my future because the way I interact with people. Normally before I don't interact with people. But since I came here, I was able to make friends, like speak out my problems, help them to solve theirs too.
So is there any advice you want to give to anybody out there?
My advice to everyone out there is education is sweet, education is better, and education is one primary thing that can build up a man to be intellectually standard and to be intellectually focused, to stand beyond men, as in the presence of men, to speak out and to be outspoken whatever you are doing. So take education as a priority. Don't take it just like what the word said, education is scam. School is not ever a scam, it's a place to build up to intellectual.
Welcome back, guys. My name is Imam About Success. Today we are in the street of Freedom University in Turkey, and we are here to ask particularly physics students some questions that just did their defense. So first of all, what's your name?
Wesin.
I'll call you Wesin. So I would love to ask, what's the title of your project of interest?
Electric field strength distribution of UHF television signal. We use
Okay. You're still saying something?
We use NDTV as a case study.
Okay, NDTV. Is it which location? Is it in Agua?
In Agua.
Okay, in Agua. So my first question the second question I'd love to ask is, do you feel your 4 years of in this school now has shaping you to face the real world out there?
Every step of life is for us to learn.
Okay.
And frankly speaking, this level, these 4 years I've spent in this school, it was what helped to transform me. I met people, I learned lessons.
Okay.
Yes. So.
How do you think your degree will impact your future? Like this physics itself, because you're a physics student.
Yes.
So how do you feel like this physics will impact your future?
The degree itself has shaped me.
Okay.
I can actually decide to go into the world of corporate world.
Okay. Yeah.
I can use my degree. The little touch up here and there. I can become a lecturer because BSc in physics is a big thing right now.
Okay. Now I want to ask a personal question. How do you think the university has shaped your own perspective of life?
Okay. You know, in the university, you learn and unlearn. You meet people, you meet different people. Meeting people, you know, humans are resources.
Yes.
And meeting people and learning from people is another way that you can learn things about life, because everybody has their own perspective about life. Meeting people in the university, I've met different kinds of people, and judging from everybody's view of life, I've learned one or two things.
Okay.
You get? And then again, I've learned from their mistakes. These people that I've met, I've been able to learn from them, and I will use it to also help myself when I'm moving up in life. Because I mean, in school, yeah, you learn from lecturers, you learn from students, you learn from staffs. You get? So human resources, especially.
Okay. So the next question I would love to ask is, what's the biggest risk you have ever taken related to your academics?
Was selling my property to pay my school fees just because I didn't want to drop out. You see, life, if you don't take risk, you will not go up, you will not go forward. So for school, in order for me not to drop out, I had to sell my property. Very vital and important property, and I had to sell it just to pay my school fees so I will not drop out, because life can be full of challenges, but one or the other, you have to overcome them.
So the next question I would love to ask is, what's the advice you want to give to anyone preparing to come to school? Any jambite that have interest in coming to school? School is scam, but every day people they graduate. Every day we have core members. Okay. Every day people are struggling to write down. Okay. It is very important. Education is very important, both for female. But you see, for female, I'm standing.
as a graduate now telling any female out there that is planning or aspiring to come to school, please do, because it is very important. It gives you a place in the society. Because normally they will say after school you go and sit on your husband's side, but at least a degree to your name is something. You get? Yes. So come to school, but then again, have something doing, have something that will give you money, have something to hold on to, because even the people that promise, you don't know what might happen. You might lose somebody, you might lose your sponsors. So have something to hold on to that will give you money to help you stand financially, because school is so full of debits.
That's true,
Yes,
that's true.
you spend money.
So, last, is there any street advice you want to share to our viewers, or any life advice?
Advice. I'm so happy today because finally, after so much struggle, finally a graduate. That's been easy. In anything you want to do in life, give it your very best. Do everything you feel that is good and what's right. Do it with all your heart, because at the end of the day, people look out for the result. They forget about the effort and the mistakes. They will look at the result. Once you're successful, everybody forget about your struggles. They will focus on the success story. So try to be successul. Do everything you can do to be successful in life. But in the process of doing it, don't do anything that will risk your life or put you in trouble.
Yes. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And that will be enough for this session. Welcome back, guys. My name is Imam Success. I'm here to interview some physics students, particularly physics students that just did their external defense. And here with me is
Sambos. Yes, the course rep of this department.
Course rep of physics department.
Yes.
The Emirate 2001.
Okay.
Okay. So I would love to ask. What's the title of your project topic?
Okay, the electronic band structure of zinc gallium sulfide. Yes.
That's interesting. So the next question I would love to ask is, do you feel that the university world prepares students for the real life?
Yes, I feel so.
Okay.
I feel so. Why? Because even if you as a person like isn't getting matured, there are a lot of people that will be around you, like your friends, who are already thinking outside the box of everything. You might just be thinking, studying alone, whereby one of your friends might be studying and also adding hard work together.
Okay.
You get, like doing other extracurricular activities to help him or herself. So you looking at him, you might find inspiration one way or the other.
Inspiration. That's good. So I would love to ask another question again. What's the lessons you have learned so far in this university system?
I've learned a lot of lessons.
So you can share with us?
Like me myself, I wasn't this like very outspoken.
Okay.
Yes, but normally I relate a lot with people. Yes, I relate a lot with people. But sometimes I think I overdo it. But I've learned to like control myself. And so also being outspoken, like in church where I sing, I don't have to say all that. So me singing now, coming to defend today, I wasn't scared. Like there was no fright, you get. I was just very, very okay. The interaction was nice.
Okay.
So it builded my confidence. That's what
builded your confidence. Yeah. Now, how do you feel? Why do you think this your course of study will solve real life problems?
Okay, in real life.
Because you are studying physics, so how would physics now solve real life problems?
If I relate it to my work, like the electronic band structure of zinc gallium sulfide.
Yes.
So when I study that, I tend to study the band gap and band value. If you don't understand what I'm trying to say, just like for instance, our chargers. You get sometimes if you plug the charger, it tends to get hot.
Okay.
It is due to the particular compound or material that is used to optimize that device. So for my compound now, zinc gallium sulfide, it had an indirect band gap. You get so, and I think it will be very, very good to like save energy. There will be no energy loss if imputed into any electronic device.
Okay.
You get.
So that's very interesting. That's very interesting. So now, how do you think your degree will impact the future?
My degree?
Yes. The physics, you have spent how many years now? Approximately 4 years. 5. So this 5. Oh, sorry. Sorry for the I'm sorry for the heartbreak. So how do you think this your study now will impact the future?
How my study will impact the future?
Yes.
I've said before, but now I'm going to relate it to my own life.
Okay.
So me having this degree is one thing for me, because I know people out there having degrees, it's still very hard for many of them to get a job.
Okay.
But for me, I think it's necessary one way or the other.
Okay.
We have to look for a way to get our degrees. So me having this degree, I know it will help me a lot.
Okay.
Yes, because even in this life, we deal on connection.
Okay.
You get, if you're not connected, you know, you can't go far. So I think it will help me a lot.
Okay. So what's the advice that you want to give to any Jambite there that is interesting to enter the university system?
Okay, the university system, not this school, you know.
Not particular to anybody,
okay.
because our viewers out there might be wanting to enter another school, so just university at all.
Yes,
any advice?
It's wonderful. You can go to another school. You can go to another school, not Federal University of Turkey, not that I'm spoiling, but like there's a lot of suffering here. So, but going to university is very, very important.
It's important.
Yes, it's going to shape your way of life.
Okay.
You get to shape your way of life, the way you think. There's a lot of critical thinking here. A lot, basically. So going to the university will help you. Just like I said before, getting that degree is also something wonderful.
Yes.
And when you go to university, really, your one, like, it's really take a toll on your results. So you should like just do your best during your year one time. Even though you play, you read. Just find a way to adjust both activities.
So what's the biggest risks you have taken in this academic journey?
I think this question before one way or the other, but biggest risks
you have taken in this academic journey? Yes.
Was not studying enough.
You didn't study enough?
Yes, that was it, because the second class upper results I think I have now is because of I didn't study enough, and that was just my mistake.
So is there any advice you want to give to our viewers out there? Is there any sweet advice?
The advice I'll give to our viewers, okay, yes. What I'm trying to say, if you're going to the university, study. Yes, and also allow the walls of the university. Not all walls, not all stones, but allow few walls of the university to pass through you, and also pass through those walls. Because not all doors are good to go through. Okay. You guess, not all walls, because there's a lot of doors of distraction, if I may know. You get, so don't get distracted easily.
Okay, nobody should get distracted.
Yes, don't get distracted. Just know your weak points and try to,
Okay. We're up for this section, guys. Welcome back, guys. My name is Imam Zamadi Success. I'm in the Institute of Federal University of Turkey. We are here to ask some project student questions, particularly physics student who just defended. So here with me is
Ozioma Philomena.
Okay, Ozioma Philomena. So I'm here to ask you some questions. So first of all, what's the title of your project?
The electronic and the mechanical properties of VAZ and also speed 3 using density functional theory.
Okay. What's the most important lesson you have learned in university so far?
A lot. It's not easy though, but you have to, no matter what, you have to be in good relationship with your lecturer. Okay. That's the first thing. And also you have to study, because without study you will not get good grades. Normally,
that's true. What's the most significant challenge you have faced in the university, and how did you overcome it? Most significant challenge?
About one of my courses.
Okay.
But first of all, see what happened there.
Yes.
With the course, I first of all hated the lecturer first. I hated him so, and at the same time, because I've hated him, the course was so hard for me to understand. Even if he's teaching, nothing is entering my head. Okay. So how I overcame it was that after everything, all the studies, I put like 50% of my time with the course, like for the course. Then other course we have 50%. Last, I didn't know anything to write. It was someone that helped me in the exam hall. But the questions, looking at the questions, I know all the questions, but I was not able to remember it.
I think because maybe so the relationship you have.
Yes, with the lecturer is bad. Okay. That is why.
So how do you think your university experience shaping your future? Because since you are not a graduate now and you're living these 4 walls of this, how do you think it's shaping your future?
It's real, because it will shape my future, because the way I interact with people. Normally before I don't interact with people. Okay. But since I came here, I was able to make friends, like speak out my problems, help them to solve theirs too. So it helps me relating with people more.
Okay. So now, what's your advice for any Jambite now that want to enter university walls?
My advice is that no matter what you are doing, if you come here, you will see a lot. Like, it depends on you to choose your path, the path that you want to, like, you want to follow. It's better to choose that path and leave the rest.
So is there any, the last question, is there any street advice or life advice you want to give to anyone out there, maybe to be helpful?
Okay, my advice here is that no matter what you're doing, don't hate any of your lecturers.
Okay, don't hate.
Yes, it will affect the course that he or she is taking you.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. And that will be a wrap for this section. Thank you, guys. Welcome back, guys. My name is Imam Zumati Success, and this is the social experiment. And particularly, we are here today in Federal University of Turkey. I want to interview particularly physics students that just did their external defense. So here with me is
Right Toiki Godway by name,
okay,
but popularly known as Mr. Flex.
Okay, I'll call you Mr. Flex.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mr. Flex, what's the title of the project topic?
Okay, the title of my project topic is actually the investigation of groundwater potential at Igwe community in Edo State.
Okay. So the next question will be, how do you think the university prepares students for the real world?
Okay, university is how will I say, a global place whereby students can get moral and educational standards.
Okay.
So it all depends on your ability to accept changes from your home. Partially, maybe you may not be get good quality education standard, or you may not have good social life relations. But in campus here, university, it can be built up with social activities, and be built up with educational system and all that.
That's good. What's the one thing you are passionate about aside academics?
Okay, one thing I'm passionate about is I give God all the glory for the talents He has given to me. I'm actually a comedian and a music artist. I do gospel music and comedy. And to God be the glory, inside the entertainment, I've actually won more than 15 awards. Across one major one is winning Delta Got Talent 2016 and even getting other awards. And in our campus here in FU, I've actually won Best Comedian Faculty of Science. That was 2019. I also won Best Comedian in FU in 2023. Interesting.
Okay, now, how do you think your degree will impact your future?
Okay, my degree, standing impact in my future, one thing I see is education has actually built my intellectual knowledge, whereby I'm seeing the field going into geophysics. That with my certificate may give me a job opportunity, and not really relying on the certificate only. He has built a self-developed system in me that I can tend to be interpreting the physical graphs and waves.
That's massive and that is interesting. Okay, so the next question is, what's the most significant challenge you face in university?
Yeah, the most significant challenge I face in university is one is, I would say, in terms of lecture, I will be having 40%, which is not actually a well past average pass mark for us. And also what we're having is the environment we have, cost of living is very high, and the cost of feeding is actually at the highest thing. So those are the basic challenges I actually face in my school.
Okay, so what's your advice to any Jambite that want to enter the four walls of the university system?
Okay, my advice to the entire Jambite who's coming to Federal University of Turkey is, one, you should be self-prepared that you are going to acquire primarily your certificates, and all your focus should be primarily on how you can meet up to the standard of the school education, hereby meeting up with all your lectures, meeting up with all your practicals to acquire good results. And secondly, don't be idle. Don't be self-idle. Try to relate with others. Be outspoken. Relate with challenges you are facing with others. There may be situations whereby you see someone else who will be able to help you with several challenges you will be passing through. And thirdly, my advice to them is there's no way you can acquire education in Federal University of Turkey without you be financially equipped. So you should have the capacity that you have guarantors, or you have guidance who will be able to support, who you can relate to at any time, and also minimize your expenses in school. That would be my advice to all Jambites coming.
That's interesting. So is there any advice you want to give to anybody out there?
My advice to everyone out there is education is sweet, education is better, and education is one primary thing that can build up a man to be intellectually standard and to be intellectually focused, to stand beyond men, as in the presence of men, to speak out and to be outspoken in whatever you are doing. So take education as a priority. Don't take it like just like what the word say, education is scam. School is not ever a scam, it's a place to build up to intellectual.
That's interesting. Thank you guys, and that'll be a wrap for this section. I hope you learn a lot from that. Thank you.